Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Rabbanit Bracha here. Wishing everybody, first of all, menucha, rest, peace, shalom. May we hear good news from Israel, from around the world. I want to share a midrash. We have been reading the last few parashiot in the Torah, all about building the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And Pekudei is also about it, because it's about tallying up all the materials that were donated to the Mishkan. There is a midrash that speaks about this pasuk. The pasuk is in Isaiah, Yeshayahu. Ko amar Hashem, this is what God said, Hashamayim kis'i v'ha'aretz hadom raglai. The heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Eze bayit asher tivnu li ve'eze makom menuchati. What place, what home, what house can you build for me, and what place can be my resting place? And God goes on to say more. The midrash says that Moshe asks God the exact same question. How can Bnei Israel, the Israelites, make a dwelling place for God, for the Shechinah, in this world? So listen to the way Rambam, Maimonides, explains it. The midrash says that God said, if we will only let God in, if we only attach ourselves to God, then God's resting place can be within us. But here is how Rambam explains it. He wrote a letter to his son. He said, you must realize that the Mishkan alludes to the human body. Listen to all these different comparisons. The Aron HaKodesh, the ark that held the luchot, the tablets, alludes to the human heart. It's the most innermost part of the Mishkan. It's within the Holy of Holies, which is within the Holy. And the ark was the main part of the Mishkan because it contained the tablets. And so the human heart is the main part of the body. The wings of the keruvim, the wings of the cherubs, which spread over the ark, allude to the lungs, because the lungs are over the heart like wings, and they provide it with air. The table in the tabernacle, the shulchan, is like the human stomach. Food and drink are placed on the table, and our stomach is filled with food and drink. The menorah, the candelabra that holds the lights, alludes to the human mind. As the menorah gives forth light, so the intellect enlightens the entire body. 3 stems went out from the menorah on each side. There was 1 light in the middle and 3 on each side, making 7 altogether. These allude to 3 limbs that extend from the body: the eye, the ear, the hand, on both sides of the body. Equivalent, they extend out. The intellect directs these 3 parts of the body. The Mizbach HaKtoret, the incense altar, alludes to the sense of smell, scent. The sacrificial altar, the Mizbech, where all the offerings were brought, are like the intestines where the food gets processed. The veil covering the Aron alludes to the diaphragm, which is like a barrier between parts of the body. The washstand, the kiyor, the basin, is the moisture and other liquids, and more and more. The beams of the tabernacle allude to the ribs. Beautiful, beautiful comparison. And the goat's wool hangings allude to the skin that covers the human body. So here is the lesson. The Mishkan paralleled all parts of the human body. And the Shechinah rested on or inside the Mishkan, the tabernacle. But the lesson for us today, when we don't have a Mishkan, is that God can rest in each and every one of us in our bodies. And when you think about it, all the different mitzvot are carried out through different parts of our body. If it's the lev, believing, inside the innermost part, if it's our intellect shining forth, if it's our hands that do things, even the besamim, when we make a bracha, a blessing after Shabbat on the spices, even that scent, that's a way of bringing attaching God to our bodies. V'shamata, and you shall listen, and you shall hear. You see things with your eyes, for those who can, and on through all parts of our body. I think that this explains the pasuk in a beautiful way. V'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. They shall make for me a sanctuary, and I, meaning God, will reside within them. So I always understood it as residing within the people, meaning that if there's a Mishkan, if we give place for God in this world by building the Mishkan, then God will come and be among us. But this makes it even more personal. Each one of us, each and every one of us, can connect to God and feel God within us. And I would say perhaps That's why there's so many mitzvot, because there are so many opportunities for us to connect to God. We may not all feel connected to every mitzvah. We can't even all do all the mitzvot. Some of the mitzvot are for women and some for men. Some are for kohanim, for priests, and some not. But all of us have an opportunity to do some mitzvah or some mitzvot. But this be a Shabbat, when we use our bodies, whether it's our intellect, whether it's our senses, our organs, our hands, our feet, if it's our heart and believing, whatever it is that we do, let us feel God's presence and feel that we are the Mishkan, the tabernacle where God can reside. Wishing everybody a Shabbat Shel Shalom, a Shabbat of peace. May we hear good news. Besorot Tovot. Chazak, chazak, v'nitchazek.